I would also like to make a comic, but I am no way artistically inclined. Exactly what the Chaos Construct says, practice makes perfect, and it sounds frustrating to hear all the time because that's all what everybody says, but it's the truth. With no practice, there comes no, you don't grow. If you don't make mistakes, you don't grow. If you don't take a chance and give yourself that time, you're never gonna grow. Fuck, I've spent years and years just drawing faces because that's all I was comfortable with. The biggest enemy for a person is comfort. That's my advice for you. Comfort is your biggest enemy, because when you're comfortable with something, you're not growing anymore. You need to get yourself out of that comfort zone and do something uncomfortable, because that's how you grow as a human being. I just spat all over my screen. We as humans are not meant to be comfortable. We are supposed to be growing, because we're always here to be learning. Dude, the true podcast goes deep. See, I can do more than be an epic gamer. I can be deep as fuck. Something I practiced with myself was the bases and stuff like that. It helps as a guideline as well. Yeah, it's literally just one step. That one step could be the step that takes you anywhere. It could not even be a step towards the direction that you want to go, but it's a step nonetheless. It's a step that you could be, rather than just staying in one spot, you are going somewhere. We're always meant to be moving. As humans, we're supposed to— I'm getting really fucking philosophical. My face is getting so red hot right now. We're always supposed to be moving. And I think that's kind of a problem. Not really a problem, but people are comfortable. They never leave their home. For example, now I'm just not even talking about art anymore, but when people are comfortable, they will keep doing the things they hate. They keep doing things that literally is killing them, slowly and softly with his voice, because, oh, it's comfortable. Oh, I have a good paying job. I have this house. But you're not growing. You're not going anywhere. If you're fine with that, it's fine, but I think the thing that people— it's a shame is that the world is so big. There's so many places to see. There's so many experiences to be had, but nobody, lots of people don't take that chance to see it. And I think that's a great shame, because there is so much beauty in this world that hasn't been seen by a lot of people, because I see it on my computer, I've practically seen it, but the experience is something else. Having that, being a picture and you seeing it in real life is two different things, and I think it can correlate some way with passions as well. If you don't strive for your passions, even if you're fucking shit at it, even if you're absolutely shit at it, if you love it, you love it. And you will do that thing, and you will work hard for that thing, and that's what makes things beautiful. And that's what I don't agree about AI art. I feel like I am on a podcast, wow. This is what I don't agree about AI art, because yes, you're getting fast work. You're getting work done right away. But that passion, the satisfaction of working hard to create something, and it coming to life in front of you, that's the biggest shame that you're missing out when you are actively just doing AI art. It can be fun to dabble in here and there, but having that as like your shortcut, it takes the whole experience out of doing things yourself, out of it, and it just becomes another brain dead thing to do. Love this talk, gives me Shia LaBeouf vibes. Just do it! Yesterday you said tomorrow! Just do it. Some people dream success while you're going to wake up and work hard for it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit and you're not going to stop there. Pachoo! 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 I've honestly been told many times that my voice sounds like a 12-year-old boy, and before I used to be kind of butthurt about it, but like I actually don't give a fuck anymore. If you like my voice, you like my voice. If you don't like my voice, you don't like my voice. I don't care. I'm happy with me. I'm at a place where there's no satisfying everybody. You can never satisfy never satisfy everybody. That's just this fact. You need to be comfortable and happy with yourself to truly grow. I find a lot of people seek other people to fill in that void, but the void will never be filled until you truly begin to love yourself. And yeah, that's what I've been saying. Are we ever really happy if we're just happy all the time? The reason why we feel all these emotions, sadness, anger, frustration, joy, all of these feelings are meant to be a harmony together. So there was this book I read. I know, guys, me reading a book never happened. It was like one time. But it's called Big Magic. I recommend it. There's this chapter or page or whatever where fear is what drives people. So you're in a car and you're in the passenger seat, and fear is driving the car. And fear is what is basically driving your life. You are taking safe roads because of fear. You are making choices because of fear. But this person who wrote the book, I think she's a really good author or whatever, she said you shouldn't let fear drive the car, but you shouldn't shun fear as well. Because fear is a part of you. All these emotions are a part of you, and you can't just pretend they're not there. So what she says is, don't try to kick fear out of your car. Tell fear to go sit in the back seat while you drive the car. You can have fear give you suggestions, but don't make it so that fear is driving your car. I recommend the book because there's a lot of good shit in the book, a lot of amazing things. I recommend it, but that's something that stood out to me in that book was like, don't let fear drive your car. And it's like, it's such a simple concept, and yet it's like, you're so right. Like, why are we constantly driven by fear when fear isn't something to be shunned or just to have driven, but something that you can work with? This is a safe space. This is a safe space. We are all here together. We're talking about our experiences, giving each other advice, and it's fine. And I'm so thankful and grateful that I could be somebody that can be helpful to people, because I didn't really have that when I was going through my dark period. I mean, I had my family, but it took a while, and it took a lot of self-growing. It took a long time to learn how to love myself. Oh my god, it was so hard. But sometimes I look back and I think, why was I like that? Because it just seems so little. All of our problems are so little, it seems. Oh, I'm choking up, sorry. A lot of our problems are so little, but we make it like it's the end of the world, and it's not worth it. There's so much beauty to life, to people, that we focus on the negative so hard. I think I was telling this to a friend of mine. I don't know if I'm allowed to say who it is, but when all this negativity online, it feels like that's all there is. It feels like, oh, this is it. This is what humanity is. This is it. All this negativity, hatred to people. This is what it is. But no, there's so many beautiful and amazing people out there who are willing to support. But the reason why you don't see it as much is because people are greedy. They're like a loud person with a trumpet. All you hear is the trumpet down the road because they're being obnoxious and loud. But there's only a couple of them. All the good people are there with you, and there's so many good people, but because they're so loud, you can't help but focus on that. So it feels like a lot, but in reality, there's way more good people than we think. There's so many good people there. Stop spitting on your fucking screen. It's not worth the fight with some bad people. Yes, honestly, sometimes you just want to destroy the world, but there's so much of the world that's beautiful, and I think if we stop consuming all the hate, it's hard because it's supposed to make you rage, and it's supposed to make you interact because these people want the interaction. It's because there's this whole thing, it's been going on for years. Any publicity is good publicity, and I get, you know, for them it works, but why are we focusing on that when there's so much beauty out there? Yes, there's this shitty guy up in America who's doing shitty things, but what about over there, for example? There's beautiful things happening. Some people are saving each other, some people are helping each other, building houses for each other, giving it, you know, we're focusing our attention on the bad stuff because that's what's been working until now. But if it's gonna be hard. Why am I going into this so passionately? If we stop consuming it, our life is gonna be so much better.